As you know, there's been a big divergence in the Made by Google smartphone series this year. We now have two small phones that are identical in size and shape, but offer different power outputs. But here's how the Pixel 9 compares to the Pixel 9 Pro. A little bit of a PSA first though, as before you've even seen the tail of the tape, the $100 price bump across the board has been tough to swallow this year. It's also worth noting the Pixel 10 has been swirling around with people saying they're hoping to see even bigger improvements with the SoC switch from Samsung Foundry to TSMC in 2025. I think if you're one of those people who really does care about that, skip the Pixel 9 series wholesale, as you'll get a better or bigger leap next year. But let's get into it. So while there are differences, the Pixel 9 and 9 Pro have the exact same footprint. They're the same size, the same shape, the same width and height, and they're only 1 gram apart when it comes to weight. They both pack in 6.3-inch Super Actual OLED screens, use the same processor, have the same battery even down to the same size, and have very similar core internals. Delve in a little deeper though and you'll see why one is considered Pro. The Pixel 9 Pro has a brighter high resolution display, 4GB of RAM and 2 extra storage variants for you to pick up. The LTPO display on the Pixel 9 Pro can also reduce the refresh rate as low as 1Hz to help save battery, but it even has smaller uniform bezels that are noticeable when viewed front on. Google has done great by making the bezels the same width on all sides for a uniform look on both of these devices though. So while the internals are almost identical, the extra RAM overhead means that the Pixel 9 could be a little bit slower at certain memory intensive tasks than the Pixel 9 Pro. We haven't actually noticed anything where the difference is pronounced, but AI tasks will have an edge on the 9 Pro now and long into the future. The ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner is also faster, easier and more reliable than the optical scanner on the Pixel 7 and Pixel 8, so you're getting pixel imprint parity on both of these devices. One area where the Pixel 9 has the edge though is in the colour variants available. There's no parity in the brighter hues used on that cheaper handset, with the Peony offering a flashy, vibrant colourway to stand out from the crowd. The Pixel 9 Pro lineup is a little bit more muted, toned down, but I will say the matte glass finish could be a little bit more appealing if you can stomach those glossy side rails. As noted, there is only 1 gram separating the duo at 198 grams for the Pixel 9 and 199 grams for the Pixel 9 Pro. The IP68 water and dust resistance ratings are also present on both of these, so taking a dip at least up to 1 meters in regular fresh water shouldn't pose any risk to these devices. You're also getting practically identical software on the Pixel 9 series this year, save some camera functions that we will talk about a little bit shortly in this video. The Google AI suite is fully catered for with any Pixel 9 device this year. This includes apps like Pixel Studio for creating and editing your favorite images using Imagen 2, and Pixel Screenshots, which intelligently analyzes any on-device screenshots to help give context and pull key information where required from them. One of the most disappointing aspects of the entire Pixel 9 series though is that lack of Android 15. These phones have shipped with Android 14 pre-installed if you didn't already know. Google has confirmed 7 years of updates are coming, but it's not clear if Android 15 is going to be classed as a free OS upgrade, but the official support pages state that August 2031 is when the lineup will be classed as, well, technically obsolete. Even with last year's update, the Pixel 9 series comes with a number of exclusive features, as I noted, like that Pixel Screenshots option for organising those on-device images. There's Pixel Studio, it lets you create images using the AI prompts, as I mentioned, and Reimagine. This goes beyond the Magic Editor function, with prompts letting you make changes or add content to your on-device images. Sadly though, the Satellite SOS function is limited to the US for now. It lets you send SMS messages to emergency services when you're off-grid and don't have a signal on your device, but as I know, this is only available in the US for now, and with no mention of when it might come to other regions. As with many elements of this comparison, the Pixel 9 and 9 Pro do share the same battery capacities at 4,700 mAh respectively, and this is a decent sized cell for a 6.3-inch screen in 2024. I think in our experience, you'll have more than enough overhead to handle a lot and each and every day and more beyond that. The only difference is in the charging speeds that are available. Google does claim 45-watt charging, but I think the reality is that this is capped at lower charge rates, closer to 27 watts when actually using USB-C cable. You can get up to 70% battery in just 30 minutes from dead with the Pixel 9 Pro, or 55% on the Pixel 9 when using a USB-C cable. So there is a little bit of difference there as well. The wireless charging speeds with the second generation Pixel stand are also slightly different and lower than that specified 30 watts. It's closer to 21 and 23 watts with the Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro. So the big difference between the Pixel 9 and 9 Pro is cameras, and it's also the addition of one all-important extra lens on the rear of the 9 Pro, and a big upgrade to the selfie camera on that phone. I think if you want up to 30 times zoom, and I don't know why you wouldn't, then there really is only one device to pick. Aside from this lens, there is parity with the rear camera quality because the Pixel 9 has upgraded to a 48 megapixel ultra-wide lens, which is the same on the Pro. You can zoom in at up to 8x using that main lens and super res zoom, which I still think produces acceptable stills and video quality. But it isn't just the hardware differences though. The Pixel 9 Pro has more functions this year, including a dedicated Pro mode for photos, 8K 30fps video which is powered by Video Boost, super res zoom video at up to 20 times, and zoom enhance via the Google Photos application. Add Me is available on both phones and in practice seems to be pretty solid. The Pixel 9 also has a much lower resolution 10.5 megapixel selfie camera than the 9 Pro's new 42 megapixel selfie shooter. You can see the difference side by side, but if you're not much of a selfie taker like me, then this probably won't matter. Face Unlock works just as it always has, but it is fast and reliable. The thing is, if you choose the base model this year, you will miss out on Google's cutting edge camera functionality. So we say if you are all about the camera, then you're gonna need to choose wisely. So to summarize, Google's decision to make the Pixel 9 and 9 Pro the exact same size and shape is both a blessing and a curse, because while the regular Pixel 9 is a great entry to the lineup this year, you're so close to getting the full package with a little bit of extra cash. Although that said, $200 isn't always considered a little bit of money. I think the base model has a great display and a solid dual camera system. Although it is a little bit more expensive than its predecessors, it does have some notable upgrades, so it's good to see Google continually improving their base option. There are lots of reasons to pick up the Pixel 9 Pro though over the Pixel 9, but it boils down to the telephoto zoom lens and enhanced feature set that this particular camera system adds. If you want the best Pixel in a smaller package, it's really an obvious choice. For that extra $200, you really don't miss out on any of the good stuff, the key selling criteria. It's a no-brainer because for the first time you can have your cake and eat it too, specifically with a small phone. Tell me what you think. Do you think the Pixel 9 is a little bit more confusing this time around because the 9 Pro exists? It even takes the same cases, which I think is a good move by Google in terms of actually making things more accessible and usable across actual device lineups. Let me know what you think down in the comment sections below, and I want to say a big thank you to our channel members on screen now. Again, you are always the lifeblood of our channel, but thanks for watching, and I will speak to you later.